singers, and welcome to our first Halloween special. Today we wanted to give you some tricks and a treat. This episode is all about singing with aggressive vocal effects, so we decided to invite two specialists in the field, two incredible singers who will share their insights and experience around this topic. Please welcome Simona and Chanti. So let's start with our first one. Simona Russo is an amazing singer and vocal coach from Romania. She loves rough vocal effects and is a real specialist performing them. She graduated from the conservatory and has a master's degree in technique and contemporary musical art. But what is more, she is also our friend from CVT studies. She was part of a church, and for 25 years she served there in the praise and worship band. For 11 years she managed and conducted the teenager choir and band, and she also was a vocalist in a Christian rock band and other projects. It is her personal mission to coach singers who want to discover their voice. In each lesson she brings them closer to finding the sounds and the voice that they want. So if you're looking for a vocal coach to help you sing out there in the real world, Simona is your girl.
So now we're going to welcome our second guest. Chanti is from Bern, Switzerland, and he is also a fellow colleague at the CVT course. Music has always been in his life, and he's been now performing for over 20 years as a guitarist, drummer and singer, joining several bands and a great variety of musical projects. Learning new things, accepting challenges, and always getting the best out of his skills are the three elements that create the foundation of his work. This and his slogan, "Life is a song, music is the love and joy for music are the most important things," define his work philosophy, and it already tells us a lot about this fun, creative spirit behind the artist. Thank you both for coming, Chanti and Simona. We are so glad to have you here. And now that everyone has been introduced, let's start with the questions. First question, which aggressive effects do you use more often, and why? Anyone?
Anyone starts, right?
Ladies first.
Okay, Simona?
Hello, thank you so much for having me, for the invitation. It's a real joy to be here with you. So, my favorite aggressive, rough vocal effect, I guess, is fry scream.
Okay.
But not only, I also use a combination of grunts, but it's a growl in death metal core genre. And it's just because I listen a lot and enjoy this kind of music, metalcore, and in my studies I want to perfect more and practice, so I really use this. I also use distortion lately with a little bit of help from my friend and fellow colleague, of course, Chanti. And it's such a great thing that we can help each other. So yeah, this is what I usually use the most.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Both in my studies and in my teachings, because I have a lot of students coming. I want to fry scream like Oliver Sykes. I want to be like that. So yeah.
Cool. Would you like to make a demonstration?
So I will demonstrate my grunt, growl, vocal effect, then some fry scream, and then some distortion. Go down the altar! Go down the altar! Go down the altar!
What about you, Chanti? Which aggressive effects do you use more often, and why?
Well, which effects I use a lot is, yes, distortion and rattle, I guess. But I love distortion. I grew up with music, that kind of effects. Nirvana, Silverchair was a big influence, yes. Silverchair from Australia. And of course all the rock and roll bands, Jet, the alternative scene. Linkin Park, which is a big topic again in 2024. Yeah, no, but a lot of Chester Bennington's sound I try to copy, and also my students, the same as Simona, they love to sing that, but often they don't know how to start. I mean, distortion is, I feel it's yeah, it's categorized like a rough effect, but I think it's also it has it is an expression. It doesn't need to be that. It is aggressive, but it's more an expression for me. I also use it in pop songs, in love songs. Yes,
Cool.
I'm totally in love with distortion.
Could you also maybe make a demonstration so that we could hear how that would sound on a male voice?
Yes, sure. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. So that's like famous one, yeah. It's very in front.
Yes.
So now that you mentioned that, Chanti, to you, is the use of these effects a way of expressing your emotions, or are you rather looking for a specific sound ideal?
Yes, yes, exactly. It's for me, it's like more expression. Like if I use it in not in rock songs, like more in pop songs. I mean, like if I go, what am I gonna be? I'm like more, I'm suffering, right? And with that tiny distortion, that effect, I think every human can feel and hear. Ah, oh, that's. I think I know what you're going through here. So
Oh,
yeah.
cool. So how
So
it is with you, Simona?
For me, it's both ways because I think I'm a vocal coach and I need to find also some sound ideal for wanting to express something. But yeah, we all know that expression and emotion needs to be part, especially of the rough vocal effects. So absolutely. But sometimes, depending on what I want to express, I can choose some sound ideal. So if I want to be more dark and aggressive, maybe I can go towards the grunty stuff and just do the yeah, the death growl, like I exemplified. Yes, go to you. Or if I want to do maybe a little less and even combine with clean singing because I want to convey something else, then I go stable enough to eye me down the road. I go towards a higher, noisy sounds, and of course I convey some other feelings. So yeah, it's both ways for me.
Yeah, it's great that you mention it, that you combine it sometimes with clean singing, because that brings us to our next question. So, this goes really smoothly.
Aren't we good?
You
Come
are
on.
amazing. So, where do you use these effects? Is it on single notes or phrases or throughout the entire song? Sometimes, I mean, that is quite demanding, isn't it?
Yeah. So for me, it's like that. It depends on what I want to underline. If I want to be more mean and express my anger or my frustration or ecstasy or anything, I will go for more effect. But if I want to be more sensitive and I want to underline some words in the song, then I do clean and I do less of effect. So sometimes it's just on some notes, sometimes it's just a whole verse or just some lines. I never did a song entirely with rough effects. So I always combine and convey where I want my feeling with
yes.
expressive effects.
I
Okay.
think also like it is really like the style, you know. It's depending on the style, which music you are doing, or yeah. But also, yeah, I agree with Simona. I think like underlining the lyrics, the thing that you want to say or express more. I mean, when Simona was talking, I was thinking about Brian Adams. He's also a singer. He used to sing a lot with distortion and underlining it, like the everything I do, and then he switches. I do it for you. It's like always like this. So that's I like that kind of. It's like it's a lot happening, a lot of effects, but you still can get that touch of it. And then in the in style of where Simona is home, it's like every two sentences is like "Rah, yeah, wah, yeah, wah." But it is a style, yes.
Yes, that's true.
Did CVT have an impact on how you use and teach effects?
Did it? Yes, definitely yes. I learned so much. I think we all learned so much.
Yeah.
And I'm teaching like now it's my 10th year teaching as well. Yeah. So, but we are in the third year now of CVT, and I learned so much, and I take so much in with and like CVT style teaching the effects. It is even more effective. I don't know how to express it. It's so good to follow the free overall principles, to respect that, and you can achieve the effects in a short time. Really, it's like I was like standing in front of my students like, how did you do that in 10 minutes? Only? They was like, ah, CVT. CVT. So yes, it did have an big impact how I use and how I teach with it, yes. What about you, Simona? I think
I
yes.
think not.
I
Yes.
think not. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Both in my singing and in my teaching, CVT helped a lot. So I was trying to find distortion in my voice before CVT. I went around the bush for a year and got myself into some bad muscle memory, which was so hard to remove and to work with because I didn't have the practical tools that we get in CVT teaching. So the moment I joined CVT, the first seminar, the first singing with digital accompaniment, I was there for distortion. And it didn't work, but I was so stubborn. And I got tools from each teacher. And then, of course, with help from Chanti and personal study, I could get that. But I got every other effect, but not distortion. So that was the last one that I got. So yes, I could say CVT saved me a lot because working with, as Chanti said, the three overall principles was key, but also with volumes and vowels for me, it was also so important. So I could not have gotten that if there was not for complete vocal technique. And also in my teachings, because people just come and they want to scream, shout, do everything. And they don't care what happens there, but I have to care, right? And I have to come
This is
with
so important. Yes.
yes, tips and
Yes.
tricks.
Yeah.
And there you go. You have the tips and tricks tools from CVT. And on the spot, we have solutions that we can change stuff. And it's so great. So, yes. Yes.
I think one point is very important here, relating to this question is like volume. The volume. I think we all want. We hear about, yeah, it's aggressive, it's a raw effect, we need to be super loud. It often is not that case. I mean, Simona Fry scream. Is that loud?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Especially in comparison with distortion and the
Yes.
grunty stuff. It's like, what is that? You know?
So
But
our
yeah.
mindset, I think, also my mindset is like, I used to be singing loud, but then CVT like helped me to, no, you don't need to sing that loud. You can achieve a great sound in less volume. Then also the effect is like more easy to do.
Yeah. I was also wondering, because you were both working with the effects before CVT, did you ever experience pain or discomfort when singing with aggressive effects? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes.
I suppose it's part of everybody's journey if you want to work with effects because as we know we don't see the instrument. We only have the hearing and the feeling and the knowledge if we are vocal coaches here. So we experiment and learn, and only by screwing it up sometimes you can learn about your volumes, values, and stuff. So yes, I have experienced, but this ties again to the complete vocal technique help, right? this is how this is how you get rid of the discomfort, the tension, the pain, uh, dysphonia, and other stuff. I also had short term, but I did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Oh.
What about you, Chanti?
Yes, I think 10 years ago when I was touring a lot, yes, the word touring, this is exhausting. I think every musician knows how exhausting touring is from the outside, as a viewer, as a spectator, like, yeah, it's so cool. But as a musician, like, oh, I need to do this every day. This is the thing. Try to sing aggressive vocals with aggressive effects and everything every day, every evening. If you don't keep in check, you will feel discomfort and pain. If you are too carried away by the show and on the stage performing, yeah, yeah, and then oops, you can come like to show, welcome everybody. We're so happy to be here! And then if you do this wrong at the beginning, at the start of the show, and I also felt this pain, like, it was a bit too much.
Yeah.
Of course, yes. And like as Simona like explaining, I think you also need to explore where this effect, you hear it in the bands, you want to copy it, and then you don't know how to learn it properly in a healthy way. Then you try what we do, human. We try to experiment, we try to feel it, and then you get in that zone where it is a discomfort and you experience pain. Because we are humans and this is also a muscle. Your muscle doesn't know what you want to do, so it's like, oh, what is he trying to do? So, it's this, yeah, he wants to do that, he did it yesterday, I guess. Yes, so if I explain this to my students, I try to do it like in a practical way that they understand. So I'm trying to give you the same example.
Yeah, it's also what Simona said, and avoid training the muscle memory in the wrong way, and do it properly. And when exploring, of course, sometimes things get wrong, but then try and train the muscle memory the right way. Sorry, I've got a cough. So then try and train the muscle memory in the right way, and that really lasts as a good technique then.
And it doesn't work with that maybe slogan, no pain, no gain. That works in gym, but not in vocal stuff. And I had people like, it doesn't matter, it hurts a bit, but then you build it up.
Yeah.
No, in voice work, you have pain, you stop, adjust, and then continue.
Yeah.
You cannot do that because of all the implication physically and then mentally, right? Because it's so mental. Then you get discouraged, it's not working. And
Yeah. I've also had singers saying, "Oh yeah, no, it's okay if it hurts. It'll get less over time." And then you have kind of this, like, when you have this thicker skin from playing, I don't know, double bass, or the skin gets thicker and it gets less sensitive. So yeah, same happens with the voice. And I was like, no. And yeah, you just have to develop it, and then it's okay. It doesn't hurt anymore, and it's okay. Okay.
I mean, it happens, but you have to stop and readjust stuff. Don't just go
Yeah.
and continue because
Exactly,
it will
yeah.
not get you anywhere. Yeah.
So, guys, what do you recommend to singers who would like to work with more aggressive effects and implement them in their songs? We often see YouTube tutorials about it, but do you really believe that they are helpful?
Go, Chanti.
Me? I was like, ladies first again?
Gentlemen.
Okay.
Yeah. You wanna go? I can go?
Go.
Okay. Yes. What do I recommend is, yes, you need to sing the song, the note. It's important to sing the note first. Very good. Very, very good. And then we try to put on the effect on it, because if you don't know how to sing that note in that part of the song, you most likely you will not get the effect in a good and a healthy way. Maybe like, yeah, for coincidence, just, oh, I did it, but it's like you could not reproduce it, and that's, I think, not that what we want. So I always try to get the note done first, very good, and they feel comfortable, and then we go to the phrase, and then we can choose where to place it, and we practice maybe on each word, not the final word that they want to, but a easier one. I think you know all of it. The vowels, we have all our favorite vowels. Some vowels are easier to do effects on, and some are not. So let's start always with the easy thing and with what works. I have a lot of students. The good question, Daria, like the YouTube, the tutorials online, and I have a lot lately. Recently, sorry. Oh, they're coming like, hey, I practice with YouTube. So, oh my goodness. Then it's like, yes, show me.
Show me.
What you got?
Yes, show me. But yeah, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not good. I think we all can sense already what's the problem here. Too much air is going on. Too much air is holding back the air is not controlled. They push. Wah! This is not good.
And maybe too much volume, as you mentioned before.
Yeah. That's because on
Exactly.
YouTube with a mic, you cannot really, or on studio recordings, you cannot really calibrate which volume you have.
I mean, I don't want to downplay YouTube tutorials and stuff. I mean, we are living in in a time where we need to. Where I also do it, of course. I go on YouTube and, oh, what is this singer doing? Oh, okay. Oh, what is this exercise for? I don't like it. Or, oh, that's good. But Daria, you're right. The volume. Often the singers or the students, I would call them students, they are not aware that, yo, this is he was like this close to the mic, or or it's really, it's like, it's hard to. They need to get aware, be aware of that. It's internet, and you can do a lot with microphone technique. So yes.
Even post-editing.
So guys, please go see a vocal coach if you want to do effects in a healthy way. You need one lesson, 2 lessons, but yeah, you need to have this one-on-one. Right, Simona? What did you think?
Yes. Yeah, I would recommend patience because many times they are just coming in. I want to sound like Chester Bennington. I wanna sing like Emily Armstrong. I want to be like Noah Sebastian. And I looked up the internet and I found how to sing like Chester Bennington. And I tried, but I had pain and it was not. Why isn't it working? So yeah, they don't maybe think about it. How many hours of study and work have those professional singers have under their belts? This is their lives, what they do, and we just want to open our mouths 1, 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, and just get there. And then I would also like encourage them, yes, like Chanti said, work from where it works and accept your voice. This is where you are right now. I call it baby screams. You have baby screams. It's tiny in the beginning sometimes,
The baby scream.
Yes. But it's not loud, it's not rough, it's not aggressive. Yes, because you're just beginning. So you have a baby scream that you have to grow. Yes. Let's do that together.
Amazing.
So
Good example.
I love it.
record yourself, listen back, and if you don't like it, of course you don't have to stay like this, but for now maybe you have to accept this is where you are, because you are not gonna just jump some time frame and get there with no effort. So it's like that, but internet tutorials can be of a lot of help. But if you don't have any filter on how the voice works, what should you expect, how to feel, you just go there, maybe screw it up. Maybe if you are intuitive, you get it, like Chanti said, it's, hey, it went there. But sing one song, 2 songs, 3 songs, see how it feels. So you need to put in the work, the dedication. You cannot skip that. So many times, because it's so individual with everybody, you need a vocal coach, yes, to guide you, to show you the way, and to save you time and frustration and pain and discouragement and everything. So yeah,
You speak from experience, right?
yes,
It can be
and
very
you know,
frustrating. Yes. No, and also don't compare yourself to a Tatiana from Ginger or a Jester Bennington from Linkin Park. Don't compare yourself. Like Simona said, you have your own voice, and your effects gonna sound different. It can sound different.
yes, depending on so much. So
We are done. Thanks so much, both of you, for joining us today.
thank you too. It was a lovely time. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for having me and working with you beautiful singers. It's a pleasure and an honor.
It was a real pleasure to see you again and learn so much from you. And we are sure that anyone who watches this will enjoy it and feel inspired. So thank you so much.
Definitely. In case you want to go back to any of the questions that we discussed today individually, you can go on the timestamps below. Also, we are going to leave our contact details as well as Simona's and Chanti's in the description below in case you want to get in touch with any of us. Soon we will share more really cool content like this, so stay tuned. In the meantime, enjoy singing and have a lovely, lovely, scary, spooky Halloween. Bye!
Bye!